September 23, 2010. Facebook goes dark for 2.5 hours. Their worst outage in 4 years. It wasn't a hack. It wasn't hardware. It was their own cache protection code, attacking their own database. And the only way to stop it was to turn off the entire site. Today, the autopsy and the 5 caching patterns that keep it from happening to you. First, the setup. Almost everyone caches the same way. It's called cache-aside. A request comes in. You check Redis. Hit. Serve it. Microseconds. Done. Miss. Read the database. Write the value into Redis with a time to live. Serve it. Simple, effective, and it hides a loaded gun. Everything depends on the cache absorbing the traffic. The database underneath is sized for the leftovers, the misses. Take the cache away for even a second, and the database meets traffic it was never built to survive. Now the autopsy. Facebook had an automated system that verified configuration values in the cache. That day, a change made every client see the cached config as invalid. So each client did the helpful thing. Delete the bad cache key and query the database for a fresh copy. Hundreds of thousands of queries per second slammed the cluster. The databases started erroring. And here's the fatal detail. Clients interpreted those errors as more invalid values. So they deleted the key again and queried again. A perfect feedback loop. Even after engineers fixed the original config, the loop kept feeding itself. The databases could never catch a breath to recover. The only way out was to cut all traffic. They turned Facebook off. The general shape of this failure has a name. The cache stampede, also called the thundering herd. Picture one hot key serving 10,000 requests a second, with a 5-minute TTL. At minute 5, the key expires. For the few milliseconds before anyone can refill it, every single one of those requests misses, and every single one goes to the database. All at once. All asking the same question. Your database goes from idle to buried in one clock tick. Pattern 1. TTL jitter. Never let a fleet of keys expire in formation. Instead of a flat 300 seconds, set 300 plus a random 30. Expiry spread out into a drizzle instead of a cliff. One line of code, and it removes the synchronized part of the stampede. Pattern 2. Request coalescing, sometimes called single flight. On a miss, the first request takes a lock. In Redis, that's a set with NX and a short expiry, and only that request rebuilds the value. Everyone else either waits a beat or serves the stale copy. 10,000 misses become one database query. Pattern 3. Probabilistic early refresh. Don't wait for the key to die. As it nears expiry, each request rolls a weighted die, and occasionally one of them refreshes the value early. There's a proven optimal version of this in the research literature published at VLDB, and it means a healthy cache almost never truly expires under load. Pattern 4. Leases. This is Facebook's own fix, published in their Memcake paper. On a miss, the cache hands out a short-lived token, a lease, to exactly one client. Only the token holder may write the value back. Everyone else is told, someone's on it, hold on, or use what you had. Leases also kill a second bug, stale sets, where a slow client overwrites fresh data with old data it read before an update. Pattern 5. Cache the misses too, and add a circuit breaker. If the database says not found or errors, store that answer for a few seconds instead of asking again. Facebook's loops survive because errors triggered more traffic. A breaker inverts that. When the database is drowning, back off, serve stale, shed load. Errors should reduce pressure, never multiply it. So, the runbook. Jitter your expiries. Coalesce your misses. Refresh hotkeys early. Lease your rebuilds. And make sure failure calms your system down instead of speeding it up. The cache isn't just an optimization. It's load-bearing infrastructure, and it deserves failure planning like everything else. Follow compile for what's under the hood.